respected chair of this occasion, Mr. A.K.M. A. Hamid, Honorable Special Guest, His Excellency Pronoy Verma, Honorable High Commissioner of Great Country, India, dear audience, official of Indian High Commission, and dear journalists, thank you very much. And I express my heartiest thanks to Diploma Engineer Association to arrange this occasion to celebrate and to recall our memory of the murdering intellectual days. I want to recall the memory of our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. And in the same time, I pray to Allah for the departed soul of 15 August, those who have been killed brutally with the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Actually, this is the dream country of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Background we know much. Actually, somebody told me God created us one country and British divided us in two countries. And finally, we have been divided in three parts. So, at this moment, I consider myself as a pursued citizen of Bangladesh because my predecessors have been suffered a lot. We did not have the food, we did not have the cloth, no communication, health care, education. Nothing was there. In recent time, our father, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, fought in whole life and sacrificed in most of the time of his life in the jail just to secure the better life of the people of this country. And finally, everybody is much more aware that in exchange of 3 million people's life and 200,000, our woman was tortured by the by the Pakistani army. And actually, on 26 March, when the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, finally declared the independence of Bangladesh, then the Pakistani soldier started to killing our people in the street and at the home, and the girls was raped. And this time we did not have any shelter. There is in one side we had a Bay of Bengal. We can jump and can dive by ourselves. Or otherwise, our neighbor is India, to get the chance to get the shelter to them. I must have to express my heartiest gratitude to great country of India. They have given us shelter. And 10 million people, this is 1 crore people, have taken shelter. And at this moment, I am Minister of Bangladesh. Few more of 1 million peoples, we have given the shelter of Myanmar refugees. So we are facing, what extent miserable position to give them shelter, because huge people came in small place, host peoples and the outsider peoples, everybody, the host people's life is very miserable. So all this consideration, I actually definitely have to recall my memory. 1 crore people have been get shelter. Because I am not that much, actually, today I have traveled a lot and the traveling was not sweet. So this is why I am not very congenial to deliver everything. So anyway, so it is a Kathalia camp by crossing the Kakri River. Why I am mentioning this one might be somebody else, those who have participated don't know the Kathalia camp. And I stayed there and we are obtained training a few months, and later on we have been shipped to the Bormura camp. It was very hilly area and interior of the Agartala area. So there I have visited many refugee camp or shelter. So 1 crore people have been actually get a shelter by then government of India. I believe it is wholehearted humanitarian extension they have given to us. Otherwise, we did not have the alternative to survive. So this is why their relation have been started with the India is from the day of our born. So this is why actually the party, those who have led this country under the leadership of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. So this party and the leader of the party, those who have led it for independence, and the people, those who have seen the actually the time status of Bangladesh, what was the cruel situation that was. So definitely we cannot forget the people, country, those who extended the cooperation. And India is our neighbor. Sometimes I like to say, actually you can change your relative, your friendship, but you cannot change the neighbor. So it is a wise policy for anybody else. Once you are to fulfill the aspiration or the goal, so definitely you have to find out the way how could you live together. Because you are neighbor, you cannot change it. But our neighbor in India, we are optimistic. When the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, he arrived after repatriation of the Karachi to Delhi, and didn't time, he told then Prime Minister Srimati Indira Gandhi, when you soldier, he has expressed all the gratitude. And we do not have the language to express gratitude to definitely by a human being. So Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman told when your army will be returned. Then Srimati Indira Gandhi told the when you want to get returned. So this was the relation. And our relation at this moment is actually on the mutual benefit, mutual respect. And there is a many issue, misfortunately after 75, after assassination of the father of the nation, a lot of wrong and fabricated, manufactured messages have been disseminated to others in our young generation. The men who have, in exchange of whole life sacrifice, have given the independence, he has been made very colorful, and bad many things else have been they have added with his name. This was very misfortunate. So this is why actually something else has to be discussed. You see, from when the Pakistan have been as we have been independent as a part of the Pakistan, Dohgram, Ongolpota, and Sikh Mahal was not been settled. Redcliffe, who have been given the authority to slate the area, so he do his according to his soil, because the time was very. I am not giving any disrespect to the Redcliffe, but finally there is a few area have been retained as a unsettled area. So what to do? In Pakistan, 23 years they have ruled. This problem did not been solved. So the few million people was living there. They were suffering miserably. They cannot admit into the school. There is no school who can obtain any certificate after education. They do not have the marriage certificate. They cannot sell the land, and there are a lot of miserable situations they are passing. After independence, father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, take the initiative in 1974. A treaty have been done, Indira Mujib Sukti, in this name. But misfortunately, immediately after 1 year, before execution of this treaty is spread, that the father of the nation was killed. So it was remained as it is. It did not be served. But there is a wrong perception have been developed within Bangladeshi community. যে বঙ্গবন্ধু শেখ মুজিবুর sold the land of Bangladesh to India. But finally, when under present Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, this treaty have been executed. What is the result we have seen? We got 17,000 acre land, and India got 7,000 acre land. So 10,000 acre more we have received. So how could the land of this Bangladesh sell the territory of Bangladesh? And beside that, about another area, this is the maritime boundary. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, you see, in the year 1974, he have adopted a act in the parliament 1974. But didn't time, under the banner of the UNA, there is no maritime law. In the year 1982, the law have been adopted in the UN and it becomes as an act. So there is some problems was with us, with the Myanmar, and as there is some area was unsettled with the India also. So this initiative only have been taken by our present Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Within this lot of time, nobody have taken the initiative for this one. What was the actually in law? If anybody have any complaint about the maritime area, so within the 20 years time, you have to log the complaint with the primary data. But nobody have taken the initiative. So timeline was 2000. So whenever 2001 is the closing time. So when Prime Minister came power in the 1996, and she has taken initiative. And in the 2000 or 2001, might be, she logged a complaint to the UNA. So it have been legitimately have been taken. And then again there is a 10 years time. You have to prepare with all the final document against your claim. But misfortunately 2001 we did not came in the power, and 2008-9 whenever we came power, so timeline was very narrow, 1 year. So within a 1 year's time, Sheikh Hasina, according to directive of our Prime Minister, we have submitted all the document against our claim of maritime boundary. So finally what happened? We got 110,000, 11,000 like this acre, square mile area from Myanmar. And we have a dispute, but the unsettled area was 25,000 mile with India. What we get? We got 19,000, and about 6,000 have got by India. So India, we did not make sacrifice, or we did not give any land to, or any of our property to the India by in exchange of maintaining our relation. Because I believe Indian government and government to government relation with Bangladesh is at this moment is the highest level, and the people to people and official to official. This is the actually main magic of our relation, just with the mutual understanding, not in exchange of, okay, whatever benefit we have to give India, if it is desirable, then definitely we are ready to do that, and anything else is our claim, is if it is right, they are extending the cooperation. So this is why actually I definitely express my humble respect to the great country of India. At this moment, again I was to say, peoples to peoples relation, official to officials, government to government relation is very fantastic. But misfortunately, few people, those who could not accept independence of Bangladesh, and they cannot admit that Bangladesh, these people are trying to create something else within our country. And same might be few people are also in India. They want to use the tools of religion. Islam is self a secular religion. Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam never told anybody else to put any barrier or give any sorts of the obstacle to follow or to held their religion free and fairly. So this is the thing actually they are trying to. So Bangladesh have been actually all over the world. You see, people is not a Muslim, Christian, Hindu, Buddhist, that is something. And if you go to USA, there is a multi-religious people there. Germany, France, Switzerland, anywhere else. So once you are optimistic about religion, oh, other than my religion, nobody can live here, or I will not allow anybody else to follow their religions or their all this ceremony they cannot help. So what will be the consequences? It is two words. Nobody can live in this world. And there is a huge religious here there. But Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam told that by force you cannot compel to anybody to accept a religion. It is their own choice. Anyway, so Bangladesh and India at this moment very good relation. But today is our 14 December, the Martyr Intellectual Day celebrated by Bangladesh. It is actually a big painful day for with the country, with the people. That I don't want to go much more to say these things. Actually, beside that, you see, the few thing I have to point out. After Father of the Nation, whenever he came, just one thing I want to point out, His Excellency Honorable High Commission, I think for your acknowledgement, I want to just figure out a few things, point out. In whole over Pakistan period, we could not cross per capita income more than $140. Whole over Pakistan period. When Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman had taken the country charge, the detail, because of the whole destruction, the country's per capita income was $94. It was $94 only. So then, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, he scaled up our position at the level of 329 within 3.5 years of his ruling time. And then he was 75, when $329, he was assassinated, he was killed. And after that, country was ruled by military ruler and their legacy, and the party have been formed from the pocket of the military ruler, was ruled by 21 years. And within 21 years, 1996, when we came in power, we have seen Bangabandhu left his per capita income level was 277. And in 1996, we have seen the 329. What is the difference? Difference $52. This only $52, 21 years. Just now, for your own calculation, 2009, when we started our journey under the leadership of the present Prime Minister, it is 15 years. What is the difference? Started from $500, close to $500. Now it is $2,825. So what is the difference? Difference is $2,128. 15 years. And what is the achievement of 21 years? Those who are saying many things else in the street and are demonstrating, and they're saying many things else and claiming country has been spoiled. But what was their achievement? This is the, if you want to check whether I'm telling truth or not, you can go to the archive of the World Bank. You can check it. So this was the situation. There is no, one day, just few days back, I think 1-2 months back, there's a good numbers of the diplomat was there, and somehow the question have been raised. I was the chief guest in that occasion. Many numbers of the diplomat and the ambassadors, high commission was there. Then I told, you see, our property levels were so miserable. People are crying for the food. They're crying for the cloth. And there is no security to walk in the street. No girl could go to the street in the urban area even after sunset. So this time nobody told us democracy is very important, humanity is very important. Now with our own effort, whatever scale of our position, in a respectable position, now what is our position? We have a ensurement of 100% food security, cloth, 100% enrollment, and every village is connected with the road, Pakka road. And everybody, yes, price have been hiked of the common communities. It is because of the Ukraine war, because of the now Israel war is there. Because of the COVID. All these things causes this price high. And people are, I think, they are in stress. But even after that, nobody can tell anybody in the village area they do not have the money to buy the food. They do not have the capacity to buy the vegetable, fish and meat, anything else. Might be they are in stress. But all these things is now. But it is not our cause. Our economy is continuously growing up. Despite it, lot of unpredictable situations all over the world. So this is why I think it is my urge to the audience. It is our country, it is my country. I definitely don't know what is right, what is bad. Just point out these things only just for taking the good decision. There is a lot of instant I can tell. Every indicator, last 15 years, have given message all over the world community. Even Joe Biden have given his appreciation letter to our Prime Minister with his hard tenure, a tremendous changes. And whenever I go abroad in anywhere else, in European countries or Asian countries or the Latin American countries, everybody asked me, oh, what is the magic? I told there is no magic, it is the commitment of our leader, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. And he is saying, I am following the philosophy of the father of the nation. It was his dream, it was his actually urge to scale up the country at this level, which is for humanity, for this human. So this is why, at least you say many people are saying many things else. We are not the country of the trillionaire. We do not have anybody's $1 trillion. In USA might be many people, they have Microsoft and many other. There is a big number. But in Bangladesh, disparity is very low. Because of that, nobody is actually out of fundamental requirement to be fulfilled. So this is the actually situation. So then actually I don't like to go much more to say this is our country. We have a dream to scale up the country in the level of the 2041 as a developed country. Our commitment for the global arena, what is right? You see, sometimes we have voted against Russia, sometimes we have voted against, in favor of Russia. But we do not see it was Russia or Ukraine. We see what is the actually right thing. And relation with India is very fantastic because we are very much, both country is concerned to maintain this relation. This is, we do not, everything, every step is giving us benefit to both the country. We have to very concerned about the terrorism and fanatics and many things else, which is unnecessary with the actually scope hunting intention that they are actually floating these things. What is the problem about the secularism? Secularism, what does it mean? Means your religion you will follow, my religion I will follow. I am a citizen of Bangladesh, you are a citizen of, you are a Hindu, you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, I am anybody else. But I am the citizen of the equal right according to the constitution have been committed to the peoples. It will follow. The state will establish. This is the secularism, nothing else. What the problem? God did not give me any authority to put any obstacle to follow his religion or to make any differentiation between the man and man. So all these things. So nowadays, actually, many people is saying many things else. There is election. Of course, Bangladesh is a democratic country. We have a constitution, have been given by father of the nation. It was adopted in the year 1972. This constitution compulsion is the election will be held. And I personally, it is my personal actually impression of what I am saying. It is good for the country. It is good for me. It is good for present government. Once all the party participate in election, and election could be held, then election will be, actually it will be very much appreciable, and the country's fate and destination, goal of the country could be fulfilled according to the targeted time. So this is why election will be held. I think this is Bangladesh. We are the citizen of this country. This country is my country. I am authority to take the decision of this country. And nobody have the right to interfere about my internal affairs. And we do not have the right to interfere about another country. This is the country of the people, and people will take the decision. You say, USA, UK, Germany, France, Switzerland, New Zealand, any country you will tell. All this country was ruling and driving and going ahead according to the choice of their country, people. So this is our country, will do that same thing. I hope the Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, whatever his dream to scale up this country as a developed country, and this is not far, because metro rail, it was a dream. Now, the staff, those who are working in Motizil area, it was required to come over here about 2 hours, 2.5 hours time, 3 hours time. Now it is 20-minute time. It is because of blessing of the leadership of the Sheikh Hasina and elevated express. I just today, I landed in Dhaka airport. I was very worried because the flight was 1.5 hours might be late. So I had in mind that few days I did not be in office, that I have to approve a lot of files. So this is why I told, after completion of this occasion, then I will go to my official residence. There I will do that. I told my peers to bring that, all these things. So I was worried, but within the 15 minutes time I could reach to the home. Because of what? Gulshan area. Because of what? Because of elevated express. So, tunnel, would you think about it? And we have actually planning that from Mirashwar to Cox's Bazar, Marine Drive, to construct the Marine Drive. Once this Marine Drive could be, I think, completed, tunnel have been done. So once we can complete this Marine Drive, then I think, according to the impression of many people, those who are working about the 500 5-star hotel will be required for the tourists to accommodate. So once this thing, with the aim of all these things, and Mirashwar, big economic zone is going to be constructed, and many other things, many things. Padma Bridge is giving us a lot of economic input. Why our economy is still vibrant? It is growing just because of this construction. Many capital investment have already been done. Capital investment have been done. So now it is growing. It will borrow a lot of money. It will create a lot of money. And the country, we can hope it will reach to its destination goal. 2041, I think much more earlier, once our leader Sheikh Hasina alive, and our country, it will be very much more earlier, we can reach to that level of the development country. What will be the requirement? Is the $12,500. I think that will be done. And when all the people's per capita income will be $2,500, lot of roads and the rail and the communication, school, and many other things, many million of things have to be addressed. And we have a preparation for all these things. And this country is not a thumb rule ruling by Sheikh Hasina. It is with the target, with the planning, with the commitment to fulfill the aspiration of the common people and dream of the father of the nation. And finally, I express my heartiest thanks to the modern intellectuals, those who sacrificed their life for this country and for humanity, and all the other foreign countries who have given us the support at the time of liberation. I express my gratitude to all of them, and thank you very much for organizing this occasion to celebrate this very auspicious day. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangla.